Oh no!
We finally had our September Nintendo Direct, and nerd reactions all around, of course. But was it really the best Nintendo Direct ever? Was this really everything we could have hoped for? Let's go over all announcements and honestly see what Nintendo delivered. Welcome to Nintendo Maniac. Before we start the video, let's play a little game. Hit like, subscribe, and that notification bell. Because it's you and me versus the YouTube algorithm.
Okie dokie!
Thanks. Now let's go into the video. So I set myself up for disappointment. Let me be honest about that. Hoping for an N64 Zelda remakes, asking for a Xenoblade announcement, yeah, when you don't get that, it's easy to feel let down. Nintendo has no obligation to fulfill my every desire, so I won't hold this against them. So, trying to be objective, what am I looking for? I want Nintendo to tick off the following checkboxes. Reveal of the new controller. News about Nintendo Switch Online. Well, those two are easy. Some big reveal. News about some earlier announced games that we've been waiting for, like Metroid Prime 4, although I don't expect this, Bayonetta 3 or Breath of the Wild 2. And give us something for the holiday season, and or maybe Zelda's 35th anniversary. Just give us some more reason to get that Nintendo Switch OLED for the holidays. And it started great, for me personally and objectively. Getting a Monster Hunter Rise expansion, Sunbreak, is great news. I really love the dark, sinister feel about this trailer. The visuals match what we know from Monster Hunter Rise and manages to give us something new. It's a big expansion, and getting all that love from Capcom is great for the game, great for Nintendo, and great news for all us Nintendo fans, even if you're not a Monster Hunter fan. Just wait till 2022. Next we have a Mario Party Superstars update. We already knew it will rely a lot on older boards, and that's fine. It should make this game a fun experience. Let's hope the online play is working out well. Square Enix deserves credit for daring to bring House of Cards: The Owl Dragon Wars, a tabletop RPG game. The art looks high quality as expected from Square Enix. It's a decent addition for a Direct, but nothing too fancy. Same with Disco Elysium: The Final Cut. It's already a popular game and I'm actually curious how this will play out, if the replayability will give me unique experiences. But it's not a new game and the physical edition is at least 3 months after the digital version of October 12th. The expansion pass news on Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is good, but feels like we're working towards Breath of the Wild 2. It's a game that didn't really need this extra content, but it's cool, especially finishing off the trailer with Pura and Robbie. Chocobo Racing is not a new Mario Kart. And did you see that frame drop? It's still in development, so I'll forgive it that. But did we really hope for a Mario Kart wannabe with Final Fantasy B rank characters? 64 people racing each other could be exciting though, we'll see next year. So, time for a filler. Oh wait, did you actually think they would announce the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate character now? No way! The big reveal for this Nintendo Direct is Kirby: The Forgotten Land. It's again not for this winter season, but a 3D Kirby is something we waited for a long time, so I'll count this reveal as special. But there's a lot of empty most of that trailer, it didn't give me the feeling of an action-packed world. Speaking of that world, what did Mr. Koizumi say? The world is mysterious with structures of a past civilization? It's Kirby in a freaking amusement park, not same as Aaron on a desolate planet. No Kirby, no! So more filler, or trolling by Nintendo. Animal Crossing deserves its own Direct considering how popular it is, but is still filler for this Direct. Next, Mario Golf is getting a free software update. No complaining here, it's free and the game could use something to give it a boost. Disney also secured a spot in the spotlights for Disney Magical World 2, but don't ask me why. Isn't this just a remaster that didn't even get the visuals you would hope for? And wait, more ports! Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Everything sells on the Switch, right? Don't even bother making this old game look awesome, just put it in the eShop. Dying Light 2 Stay Human is a welcome surprise, even if it's the cloud version. And it comes with Dying Light 1 Platinum Edition. Still, not a new game, it's still far off, though still this winter, but again, a good announcement at least. Now, Triangle Strategy is a good announcement. This Octopath-like game clearly got some love and used the feedback it got to make it better. Not even announced in this direct is that Europe is getting a limited edition of this game. March 4th is not the holiday season unfortunately, but this clearly is a small high point of this direct. Fortunately, we did see Metroid Dread in this direct, cause it's been so quiet. I'm one of those who does not complain about the amount of reveals we had so far. I'm sure the game has still more enough to offer. But wait, what's that? Is that a brain? What a brain? So early in the game? Well, that could keep my mind busy for the next 2 weeks. And yes, there it is. Nintendo Switch Online news. A new plan holding Nintendo 64 and Sega Genesis? I have to hand it to Nintendo, that was a pleasant surprise. We now know for sure that the new controller is the N64 controller, and we get the Genesis controller even. A bit pricey, but hey, don't we all want that feeling of the original controls in our hands? It's not without its faults though, this announcement. We only get 9 N64 games upon release. We even get more Genesis games. And no pricing news for the new membership plan? At least there's some good extra news hidden in the announcement. With Banjo-Kazooie coming later to Nintendo Switch Online, there's hope for more rare games to follow. Collection time! Shadowrun Trilogy comes next year. Castlevania Collection is also cool, though why not tell us about the physical edition that PlayAsia by accident already showed on their website? ActRaiser Renaissance will have many excited, including me. But again, this review leaves me with some criticism. If you're going to make a remaster with such graphics, at least do more with the character animations. And having two sides of the gameplay is great, but again those visuals. It doesn't look like the same game to me. Now I know Deltarune has its fans, and it's a unique game. But for a Nintendo Direct, having Chapter 2 is a nice announcement, nothing more. Time to spam us with some titles. Hot Wheels Unleashed, Surviving the Aftermath, Shin Megami Tensei 5, Wreckfest, Arcade Archives Pac-Man, and Xavius, Rune Factory 5. Some of these could have been nice additions to this direct, but this just feels like Nintendo ticking off checkboxes. Not my checkboxes. And it's time for some more filler, cause Mr. Miyamoto lost his Twitter password. So instead of a tweet, we have to interrupt our game presentation to show some faces. And what did he say? Chris Pratt is so cool? Is that really a thing to say? Fortunately, that disaster of an interruption gets followed up with something good. Splatoon 3 is still far off, but this shows us a lot more of what we can expect. More gameplay and apparently more single play love too. This was something we were waiting for and Nintendo did deliver. And it's time to finish off the Nintendo Direct with a big trailer. And it's for Bayonetta 3. Again, Nintendo delivered here. We've been waiting so long for, well, anything of Bayonetta 3 actually, and this hits the spot. Great trailer, showing off some of the gameplay we can expect, and hey, it seems you cosplayers will have to buy a new wig. So with everything shown, here's my checklist again. Review of the new controller? Yes. News about Nintendo Switch Online? Yes. Some big reveal? Kirby? Yes. News about some earlier announced games? Definitely yes. Giving us something for the holiday season? Or sold out 35th anniversary? Or just some extra reason to buy that Nintendo Switch Online? No. And this actually reveals my overall feeling for this direct. It just didn't feel complete. It was announced to be focused on the winter season, but that gap in December I talked about in my prediction videos, that's still there. We didn't get Zelda 35th anniversary mentioned even, nor anything about Xenoblade. That will have let some of us down. The high points of this Nintendo Direct, which were definitely there, just aren't earth-shocking enough to make me forget things, and most are actually still far away. This Direct was filled up with fluff, and didn't really make a banger out of Nintendo's holiday season, which still have great titles out there, but again, just leaves a gap that they should have filled. So honestly, I think it was good enough. There's enough to look forward to. But what I look forward to most at this moment is more news from Nintendo, because I'm left hungry. I know it's more popular and easy to go all crazy when Nintendo announces something, but I'm a fan already. Nobody is helped with this not earned enthusiasm. Did you think differently? Did you think this Direct was the best ever? If so, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to see which announcements you love most, or what disappointed you. Thank you for watching. I'll be back soon with more Nintendo.